Ever wondered what you'd do if things hit the fan? How'd you survive? Where would you find food? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the wild world of survival gardening. We're talking about the top 20 crops, your essential lifeline if times get tough. These plants thrive in most North American climates, pack a serious nutritional punch, and keep well. Get ready to get your hands dirty, because we're about to dive into the ultimate guide to self-sufficiency. First up, the potato. This humble root vegetable is a survivor, tough as nails and packed with energy. It grows well across North America, from the chilly north to the sun-drenched south. Potatoes are best planted in well-drained soil, somewhere they can soak up the sun. Give them space, about 30 centimeters apart, and bury those seed potatoes about 10 centimeters deep. You can expect a harvest in about 2 months. Potatoes are incredibly versatile. Roast them, boil them, mash them. In a survival situation, the potato is your best friend. Next, we're talking beans. Packed with protein, fiber, and essential minerals, beans are like nature's multivitamins. They come in a variety of forms: green beans, kidney beans, chickpeas. Beans prefer well-drained soil and plenty of sunshine. Plant them about an inch deep and space them a few inches apart. Beans are nitrogen fixers, improving the soil for future crops. In a survival situation, beans are your go-to for long-lasting energy and essential nutrients. They're easy to store, easy to prepare, and they can be added to just about anything. Corn. This towering giant is a staple food for a reason. It's packed with carbohydrates for energy, fiber for digestion, and even a bit of protein. Corn needs space to grow, as it can reach impressive heights. Plant your kernels about an inch deep and a foot apart, in rows about 3 feet apart. Make sure it gets plenty of sun and keep the soil moist. Corn can be a real lifesaver. It's easy to store and can be used to make a wide range of dishes. From cornbread to tortillas to hearty stews, corn can keep you going when the going gets tough. Squash. These diverse gourds come in all shapes and sizes, from the sweet butternut squash to the spaghetti squash. They store incredibly well, making them a reliable food source throughout the colder months. Planting squash is straightforward. Choose a sunny spot with well-drained soil and plant your seeds about an inch deep. Give them plenty of space to sprawl. In a survival scenario, squash is a godsend, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Roast it, bake it, stuff it. The possibilities are endless. And don't forget about the seeds. They're packed with protein and can be roasted for a crunchy snack. Tomatoes. These juicy red gems are packed with vitamins C and A, potassium, and lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. Tomatoes do best in warm weather, so start your seeds indoors a few weeks before the last frost. Once the weather warms up, transplant them outside in a sunny location with well-drained soil. Tomatoes are a versatile and delicious way to add essential nutrients to your survival diet. Carrots. Those bright orange roots are like buried treasure in your survival garden. They're packed with beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, essential for good vision, a strong immune system, and healthy skin. Carrots prefer loose, well-drained soil. Plant your seeds directly in the ground after the last frost, about half an inch deep and a couple of inches apart. In a survival situation, carrots are a valuable source of nutrition and can be eaten raw, roasted, or boiled. They also store well, especially in a cool, dark place. Peas. These tiny green spheres are packed with protein, fiber, and vitamins, making them a nutritional powerhouse. Peas prefer well-drained soil and a sunny spot, but they can tolerate some shade. Plant your seeds about an inch deep and a couple of inches apart. In a survival situation, peas are a versatile and nutritious addition to your diet. Sweet potatoes. These vibrant tubers are packed with vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. Sweet potatoes prefer warm soil and plenty of sunshine. Plant your slips about a foot apart in rows 3 feet apart. In a survival scenario, sweet potatoes are a lifesaver. Roast them, bake them, boil them, even fry them. Their long shelf life makes them a valuable asset when food is scarce. Cabbage. It's packed with vitamins C and K, fiber, and antioxidants, and it stores incredibly well. Cabbage prefers cool weather and well-drained soil. Plant your seeds directly in the ground after the last frost or start them indoors a few weeks earlier. In a survival scenario, cabbage is your go-to for a vitamin boost. You can eat it raw, ferment it to make sauerkraut, or add it to soups, stews, and stir-fries. Onions. These pungent bulbs are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and they have natural antibacterial properties. Onions are easy to grow from sets. Plant them in the spring, about an inch deep and 4 inches apart, in well-drained soil. In a survival scenario, onions are your flavor enhancer. They add depth and complexity to soups, stews, and stir-fries. Garlic, the natural healer. Garlic. It's not just for warding off vampires. This pungent bulb is a natural healer, packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Planting garlic is easy. Break apart a head of garlic into individual cloves. Plant each clove about 2 inches deep and 4 inches apart, pointed end up. Garlic prefers well-drained soil and full sun. In a survival scenario, garlic adds a punch of flavor to any dish. Garlic also has natural preservative properties, which can be helpful when storing food. Spinach. This leafy green is a nutritional powerhouse packed with vitamins A, C, and K, iron, and folate. Spinach is a cool season crop, so it's best to plant it in the early spring or fall. Sow your seeds directly into the ground about half an inch deep and a few inches apart. In a survival situation, spinach is your go-to for a quick and nutritious meal. Eat it raw in salads, sauté it as a side dish, or add it to soups and stews. Kale. It's the king of the greens, and for good reason. This leafy superfood is packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Kale is a cool season crop, so it's best to plant it in the spring or fall. Sow your seeds directly into the ground, about half an inch deep and a few inches apart. In a survival situation, kale is your nutritional powerhouse. You can eat it raw in salads, sauté it as a side dish, or add it to soups and stews. Radishes. They're small but mighty, packing a peppery punch that can liven up any meal. Radishes are easy to grow from seed. Sow them directly into the ground in the spring or fall, about half an inch deep and an inch apart. In a survival situation, radishes add a welcome crunch and a burst of flavor to meals. Eat them raw in salads, slice them thinly into sandwiches, or roast them for a sweeter flavor. Beets. These earthy root vegetables are packed with nutrients, including nitrates, which can help lower blood pressure and improve athletic performance. Beets are relatively easy to grow from seed. Sow them directly into the ground in the spring or fall, about an inch deep and a few inches apart. In a survival situation, beets are a versatile and nutritious addition to your diet. Roast them for a sweet and earthy flavor, pickle them for a tangy treat, or add them to soups and stews. Lettuce. It's the base of any good salad, and in a survival situation, it can provide a welcome crunch and a boost of vitamins and minerals. Lettuce is a cool season crop, so it's best to plant it in the spring or fall. Sow your seeds directly into the ground, about a quarter of an inch deep and a few inches apart. In a survival situation, lettuce is a refreshing and nutritious addition to your diet. Peppers. They come in all shapes, sizes, and levels of spiciness, adding a welcome kick to any dish. Peppers are warm season crops, so it's best to start them indoors a few weeks before the last frost. Once the weather warms up, transplant your pepper seedlings outdoors in well-drained soil and full sun. In a survival situation, peppers add a much-needed flavor boost to meals. Eat them raw, add them to salsas and sauces, or roast them for a smoky flavor. Zucchini. This versatile summer squash is a prolific producer, so plant just a few plants and you'll be swimming in zucchini all summer long. Zucchini is a warm season crop, so it's best to plant it after the last frost. Sow your seeds directly into the ground, about an inch deep and a few feet apart. In a survival situation, zucchini is a versatile and delicious addition to your diet. Eat it raw, grilled, roasted, or sautéed. Broccoli. Those little trees of goodness are packed with nutrients, including vitamins C, K, and A, as well as fiber and folate. Broccoli is a cool season crop, so it's best to plant it in the spring or fall. Sow your seeds directly into the ground, about half an inch deep and a foot apart. In a survival situation, broccoli is a nutritious and delicious addition to your diet. Eat it raw, steamed, roasted, or stir-fried. Herbs. They might be small, but they pack a powerful flavor punch. Herbs are relatively easy to grow, and many varieties can be grown in containers. Plant your herbs in well-drained soil and full sun to partial shade. In a survival situation, herbs can make all the difference in a meal. Add them to soups, stews, and sauces for a flavor boost. So there you have it, the top 20 crops to make your survival garden thrive. Each one is a warrior in its own right, ready to fuel you through thick and thin. Growing your own food is more than just a hobby, it's a lifeline. So get out there, get your hands dirty, and start planting. Because the more you know, the less you need.